It's Mandalo.
Mandalo, it's nerd out time! Mandalo, it's nerd out time! Nerd, 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 nerd! Mandalo, it's nerd out time! Knowledge rules! Mandalo, it's nerd out time! Fibonacci, golden pockets, juice! Nerd, 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 nerd! Mandalo, it's nerd out time! Nerd, 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 Mandalo, it's nerd out time! Juice!
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? ADL. Is that all-time lows? Episode, sorry to hear it. Dip the tip, Fib Math, let's go. Yeah, it was. Oxcaston. Joopy, good morning. Damon, shoutouts PSG. Husty, good morning. Hit him with the goose. Toddler. You guys hear me all right? Everything good? We Gucci? We Gucci? Who juicing? Who juicing? The math is the math. 118 got lost. $118. Who saw that coming? I don't think anybody. That was crazy. I'm Sin, Superman, Toddler, Pintlovsky, Maestro, good morning. Lil Axe, Samurai, Crystal Guild Wars, Curvies. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Pipeline, Mex, Jamaica, good morning. Let's go. Mex 83. Checkster, Cachoya. That was a huge Cachoya, wasn't it? Bro, it's me. Automatic deleveraging. Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy, though. Maren, Checkster, Shibasa. Yeah. Yeah, Dancing Kiwis. You see that hype whale on social media? That was pretty nuts. Time to observe. Yeah, I think if you didn't jump back in, if you weren't sitting at the screens right when it happened and couldn't get right back in, you got a few little chances this weekend. We got a nice move yesterday. Some people got some great entries on alts. Hopefully nobody was hurt too badly by that nuke the other day. I'm not doing them on Sundays right now. That's Husty, Cage, and Buzzo are doing them for futures resumption. Jamaica. Shout outs to those guys. Yeah, it's always some juice. Yeah, lots of people got fucked. I know. Swollen. Yeah, but hopefully none of the lions got too hammered by that. Good morning, Indo Lion. Let's get it. You're talking about it all day, Damon? No, I was Seifu, toddler. How about you? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Seriously, that's super gnarly. That's really sad. That's really sad. Yeah, I remember there was kind of a lot of that just doom and really terrible things happening on some of the other high volatility events as well. I mean, with the amount of profits there is to gain and the amount of leverage in the market, you have to understand that there's also potential for things like that. So hope nobody was hurt by that or personally affected. If you did bounce back, I'm so pleased that you're here and grinding. My thoughts for today is wait for the market to open and actually react to this. Yeah. Missed the B&B train. Yeah, a lot of stuff was clean. Followed the TA. A lot of stuff like way overshot with liquidity issues and everything. You know, they just like kind of had those cascades, and that was one of the gnarliest cascades I've ever seen. That was pretty insane. No market open today just because it's Columbus Day. Check your calendar. Where are you getting that information? New York Stock Exchange and CME are open. It's not holidays. You sure about that? Is it a banking holiday? Because the CME and New York Stock Exchange calendars are not showing today being a holiday. US a couple years ago actually took away Columbus Day from being a holiday, and Trump supposedly restored it, but yeah, it's one of those weird ones. Yep. There's a lot of those though. They got 11 holidays on CME and New York Stock Exchange, and there's a whole lot of like strange ones, unusual ones, especially if you're not from here. Yeah, Indigenous Peoples Day. You know, I respect that. I have indigenous blood in my heritage. I feel for the Italians that celebrated Columbus Day so heavily as well. You know, that became a big part of their culture for a long time. But yeah, I feel it. Watch out for the TPO. Yeah, that's super gnarly. Yeah, and you got to think like these market makers that got wrecked, a lot of them, if they're like public, they're probably not like real market makers. And most of like the true market makers, I'm sure were hedged. Yeah, a lot of people got very big wins as well. Looking for the short in BNB. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're still under 118. Yeah, they walk it back up over the weekend with low liquidity. People got wrecked. They wiped out billions in liquidations and trillions in leverage, wasn't it? Like over $1 trillion in open interest got wiped from the entire market? Or was it that just the cap? It was pretty crazy. pretty crazy. I don't have music, do I? I don't even have sound. Oh, there we go. I do have sound. You guys hear music? Maybe some prediction points. Let's do it. Shout out to you, Nitrogen. Yeah, we're gonna make it back. Skip Moha, how you doing? We're Gucci. Billions and billions and billions. Who wants to be a Kimbillionaire? Let's go, Kobe. Shout outs to the talent show. Exclamation talent show. Shout outs to the game show. Ooh, I know it's coming. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Exclamation dashboard. Check out that stream schedule. We got new things coming every week. And new schedules every week. Yeah, my schedule is going to be different once again next week. So make sure you're on top of it. We got CPI this week. Who's ready for that? They didn't cancel that one. They couldn't, or they found a way. Life finds a way. Shout outs, Jeff Goldblum. Who juicing? Who got in at those lows? It gave us time, didn't it? Those 886ers and the 999ers got a blessing, didn't they? Shoutouts, Hey Blade, 999. Yeah, CPI. Let's go, Bite. Let's get it, nerd, 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 nerd. Bugatti, Bugatti, Bugatti. Juice, 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 juice. CPI, PPI. Let's go, Houston. PPI on Thursday or tomorrow? You see how much I'm paying attention to the PPI. But it's good coming with FOMC in a couple weeks. Long's good now? I don't know, bro. I think the longs were on Friday, if you jump back in, and maybe yesterday, or no, Saturday, sorry. Yeah, it kind of reclaimed that 113.7. It cleanly tested it this morning, but that's a bad low. I mean, we closed the weekly above it, so that was a positive, but the 118 was a big, big level. Pal today? What time, Jamaica? The different charts on different exchanges. Coinbase, I mean, you trust the spot over anything else. The slippage is due to liquidation cascades and zero liquidity. People pull their stuff. Like, there was coins that actually went to zero on some places. Bought more gold. Let's go, Luxlayer. Yeah, let's go, dude. 11. Okay, thanks, Nitrogen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that he's going to be asked about it. Wait, is it one of those, like, consortium, like, little sit-downs on a couch and stuff? Or is it, like, what is it? Is it, like, an actual, like, presser? I can't imagine that, like, being a quote-unquote... Canada has a bank holiday also. Columbus never even came to, like, U.S. soil, and he definitely never went to Canada. That's crazy. You should be celebrating, like, Viking Day or something. It's just the IMF meetings, right? And Pal will be like a member of that. Those are usually like kind of, I don't know. It's not like a real Pal thing, right? On CME sweeping the lows. Are you asking me, Houston, or are you asking them? Yeah, had CME, I mean, CME went right to the level on Friday before we closed. I think we might just, it might just take a little bit of time. You know, these flushes, and that was one of the things that I was planning today, was to look back at the December one when we came up to 100,000 and then nuked to 90 in like 15 minutes as well. And then look at the December 2021 flush. And that was a super gnarly one also. And that was like 10K. It was like 20% almost in like a couple of hours. Yeah, like the fireside chat. Yeah, I personally, I don't think it's done, but it could take quite a bit of time. I really anticipated the bounce to be a little bit more today instead of walked up through the weekend. So it might have a little bit more room to go. We have plenty of room in the chart structure for higher and still remain bearish. Yeah, and that's with perps and with CME. You know, we gapped up yesterday, which is insane after like that event, but there has been a lot of times that we've had sell-offs into Friday close, gapped up, and then just, you know, not returned, at least for not a very long time, and especially in like ES and everything. There's been plenty of them. Yeah, and that was a good low. Kind of our level on CME was a little bit lower. Those lows, I think that they're gonna come. Yeah, even with that Wick of Destiny, that Coinbase low, even though it ran the low. By $250, and you're not accounting like liquidations and stuff because it doesn't happen on spot, but there was some other lows there as well that didn't get clean. Binance just went ahead and did all of the bad lows, and a few others, like Binance went the deepest. Yeah, that was like the bad one that we were looking at for a long time, but it goes farther back. And it goes down to like there's a little thing at like the 106 checkpoint. The 105s are not great. Personally, I was like, I thought that if we like kind of grinded down over time or had like a big wick beyond the 107 or 105, that 102 was a pretty good spot. I think I've said that on stream a couple of times in the past month before Friday happened, and that even got front ran, or it got overshot by Binance. But like, what are you gonna do when they have no liquidity? Those things, like, I mean, everything was broken. Who was trying to like market smash or like panic sell? Yeah, I wanna go back into the TradFi chart for a moment just to get ready for our market open. You know, gap up, bad highs. Lower liquidity. We have CPI this week and it's a bank holiday. You know, it's kind of like one of those like garbage days. I think Wall Street has their, you know, autumn weekend. The big boys are chilling in the Hamptons or maybe getting an early ski weekend in. But that China news is a big deal. and then we pump off of news. It felt so much, and like, I don't like to go off of feelings, but just the feeling that it gave on yesterday afternoon off of that tweet felt a lot like that one in March that we had, that we were at like 88,000 and we pumped to 94 on a Sunday evening, and then it completely gave all the move back and them some. Do y'all remember that? Yeah, all the time. I mean, you have to think about how much is going through it. What would it do on perpetuals? I mean, Houston, to me, so much of the liquidity was flushed that it wouldn't be as deep if CME got those lows. It depends on how much time it takes, though. Yeah, that was insane. Let's look at... I'm going to open this up real fast and go to daily, just so we can identify a few of those sell-offs into the close. Is that a Friday? No. They kind of save it on Fridays a lot, don't they? Here's a good one. That low right there, and it didn't... Oh, did it run it? No, it was like pixel, 6,300 almost. Yeah, there. So, at the end of July, August monthly open. And then they just like run it right back. This is a lot larger move though. That's huge. And it broke the whole structure. Did it completely break the structure? Kinda. Yeah. But that still gives room for a bearish retest up there and to clean some of the inefficiency. Yeah, this still could go. So don't like just doom and gloom, but dead cat bounces, like don't let me call it that, because who knows, but you know, you get retracements. Bet Unix went down on Friday. Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, they got partial or full refunds. Nice. Yeah. I don't know, Latisse. I don't have the you know, that's problems I guess I'm not cursed with having to solve, is owning an exchange and have millions of customers upset about liquidity issues. I just have tens of lions that get upset with my tech issues on stream. So like, dude, I can't even work a stream. You think that I can solve the problem for an exchange? Good morning, maybe Band-Aid. How we doing? Crypto Hawk. Yeah, so that was a good example, I think. But let's look at let's look back at Biddy. And get some like real thoughts about this. In the daily chart on Bitcoin, I mean, structurally you have room to go if it kept going. I could even see like the 118. This is value area high at like around 116 16.8. That was a an important level for a while, and it kind of like fills in a little bit of that. In the lower time frame, it actually looks pretty clean, like where it retested. But we held value area low. So let's get rid of some of these markups. And hopefully it'll look a little bit cleaner. I'm gonna hide the VWAPs as well. And I have a lot of profiles on here, but that was pretty clean. Yeah, sweep level right there, and it's like right at 118, so I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna get rid of this 119 and that 118.3. Look a little bit better. Yeah, right when we were getting off, we were like, yeah, 118. 118 is kind of our level. If it sweeps it, that's Gucci. If it doesn't, then you know, I don't know. And it paused at 113 also. That 113.6. On our way down. Yeah, maybe on that hourly. There's your anchor VWAP from the last lows. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Yeah, there we go. You know, even with the nice move that we had, really, like, it just keeps having this rollover. It did kind of break that selling pattern, you know, that flat bottom triangle. Did it clean that one low? It was like to the pixel holding that, even for that second buyback candle. Yeah, but we're kind of slipping back into that, even with this bounce here. It broke structure above. If it pulls back, you know, I wouldn't expect it to go all the way back to 107 in one show, if it's going to even go back down there, or all in one session. It just wiped out so much at once. You might get some time up until FOMC, even up until the end of the month. You have options this week as well. Yeah, monthly. Right after CPI, there's plenty of time. It's not like it's a rush. I know people are like, it was supposed to be Pumptober. Well, we did take the all-time highs, didn't we? Somewhere down here. Somewhere down here. Maybe it's just like right where we are. That was like the lost level, but if we just kind of go from the buyback, yeah, it's value area high that we're at right now. I think it could go all the way down to here maybe and still bounce and be all right. But holding up here in that 114 area is positive. And you got bad highs that can be cleaned here. Anybody that's in longs from lower, you know, can't lose. Anybody that got some altcoin longs for some very, very discounted prices is juicing. is juicing. Yeah, some stuff went like really crazy, didn't it? Ding, 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 ding. Let's go, Curvies. Let's go, Jamaica. How about that? Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. You guys hear sirens? Is it coming through the mic? J6, how are you doing? Good morning. All is well. Hope all is well for you. Oh. ETH gapped up. RTH did not. They're gonna fill the gap real fast. A little bit green. Manipulation. Yeah, maybe like the 116.5, just retest that if it's not going to take the whole gap. So gap down on Biddy and gap up on ES. You can't make this up. Yeah. Yeah, J6. Yeah, you were. I mean, it's historical patterns, isn't it? Every rate cut, every time they first engage rate cuts, there is a sell-off, isn't there? Now for S&P, after it runs straight up 40%, a 4% pullback is like nothing. My dad called me up and was like, "Oh man, I took a beating on Friday." And like, dude, it like just went to the all-time high. You think that it's not going to pull back ever? He was like, "I know." Dude, did you get 63 cents? Did you get below $1? J6. I saw 63 cents somewhere. That was insane. $1. Oh my god. Bruh, quit playing with me. That's generational. Good stress test for some. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That shit was crazy. You got some .10 too? Really? Which one was that, J6? I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit and we'll get some other vibes going. How's the volume? Is it way too low? Bybit, let's go. You got dollar RPG? Sebs, let's get it. Shout out to YouTube. Good morning. Poppy Toxic Pedals. Boo Gamma Mama. Kimba. Dokong. Double Crypto Janes. Why wouldn't they be able to qualify for HELOCs if the rates are cut? It's not going to hit the housing market, dude. Take it from me, I'm a real estate professional. Soft landing? Yeah, maybe. I mean, markets do different things than the general economy. Yeah, that's very true. It's crazy how much different it is. Yeah, I was one of those ones that I just had to like write a number on a piece of paper back in 2006. It was fucked up. Yeah, I think I had to like show like one paycheck or something. It was like, it was so ridiculous. That was my first house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They like dropped it to like 40%. I think they like was just talking about doing it down to like 30% like they do for renters. Um, I think if you see opportunity, real estate is always if it's if the numbers work on it, maybe Band-Aid. I love real estate. Yeah, and it depends on where the area is also. If it's like going to be something that sits, or if it's like a vacation area, things like operate differently. But even like vacation areas near where I am, the market it's a little bit slower, especially this time of year. Obviously, it's starting to get wintertime. That's like when you look for deals. But it's been stronger than I expected. Even like with the whole second housing thing. Thank God they kept people from fucking, or they didn't keep people from having second properties. Like, what the fuck? This is America. Yeah, dude. Swollen. If you say the words real estate to me, like, it's like you say the words working out to KIMBA. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in like some of those big markets, that would be pretty interesting to look at. It still seems, I mean, it definitely is better for buyers now than it was. But it still is low inventory. No, in New York, in big cities, maybe. It depends on the market. Yeah. And like some of these statistics are like based on uh, big metropolitan markets. So they're lumping in things that are outliers. It is local. Yeah. So like you see these statistics like nationwide we have so much inventory. It's like a lot of people in like places that maybe the market, it's just like a snowball. It's a snowball. It's been like that for a long time, Curvies. It's been like that for a long time. Yeah, they got rid of some of that, but yeah, there's some crazy big corporations with them. Yeah, the whole rules for buying it's a different game. Yeah, I mean, don't expect it to crash. I mean, I know people that have expected it to crash forever with those regulations that they have, the restrictions. Like, it's not like leveraged the way that it was back in back in '06 to '08. Everybody expects that. but it's just like recency bias. Yeah. Yeah, I love it too. Price of one home and one community can swing. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it can make a big difference. What color candle did we get? Let's look at some alts. Was that a green on the open? Shout outs to the Bulls. Bulls, Bulls, Bears. We're all Lions. Exclamation dashboard. See what the all of the great exchanges that we have on there did for yourself. Yeah, give them a shot. That was once in a that was a very unusual event. Big prediction points this time. Cheers to y'all. V001 juiced up on his big baller juice vote, and nitrogen wrecked. Sorry, brother. After the last events, Bulls, Bears, Rex. Yeah. There, now we can get some action on some 5-minute charts. Huge wipe of open interest, and I mean yesterday morning, like $500 million came in like in an hour. So you know we're so back. We're gonna play. Let's go, Ludo. Not even me, Dexter. Not even me. Soon though. Soon though. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he even knows. Yeah, once he, you know, is freed up from the things that he's committing to, I know that he's itching to get back with the Lions. He loves this stuff. We all love this stuff, don't we? Yeah, it's pretty big volume for a Sunday, Lux. Yeah, soon. Mouse like. Hello, Kozar. Good morning. No, nothing bad. All juice. You know this guy. He steps in shit and it's got a $100 bill stuck to it. Quit playing with me. Yeah, I feel you, J6. S&P's floating around the 666. Mwahaha on the 13th. Yeah, that overtrading will get you. I'm juicing. How come my account didn't go up? Well, I just fucking like market smashed 300 times, so the fees ate me up. I don't want to do that. I want to go to ETH. Those highs are bad. 4,100, just like it's been. And kind of a reclaim into the weekly close. You know, I don't know if that's a reclaim or a save. Yeah, the 4111 was kind of a big area, and it would produce a reaction on the initial dump on Friday. That's an old box from before, way back. The 4100 was a big level that we talked about for a long time. The 4060 down here, I forget why I had it. Oh, it was that low, and we toasted it way back. also, but that was like kind of even moved back further for an important level. And then let's just get this on big screen. Yeah, they kind of held what they needed to, kind of like Bitcoin did. You know, this level right here. That's pretty much from like the real push. Stay up here and it's all right. It kind of just like, you see, we even like pulled a profile here for before the breakout, and it basically held that point of control for this whole consolidation, you know, with a little bit of room for just a big liquidation, but right inside there on the 4-hour chart. Did I just make that? No, I did not just make that box. Why did I make that box? That was a while back, but that's fucking nice. Look at that. Aside from this, I mean, holding that level is pretty important, and it did it pretty well. Yeah, the 4110 is where I had marked it from very long ago. Yeah, 30-minute didn't look as nice, but it came back inside yesterday. And if we look back to here, that was kind of the level to reclaim. So you had the point of control and stuff in here. And did we closed inside value? Yeah. Test value area high, cleaned some of that. We traded into a lot of single prints. Bitcoin cleaned up its single prints. ETH cleaned up some of it. It had a couple. My ticks aren't showing them all, but there was one right here. There was a couple that it traded through and cleaned, and then cleaned this one and partially cleaned that single print. Yeah, Bitcoin kind of like just like walked up and cleaned up all of its single prints above, or the first grouping of them, which is pretty common when you start trading into a single print. We're all hopefully pretty aware of that by now. Yeah, Lua Bambua, let's go. Verb easy, let's get it. Coke Zero, good morning. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Tal's doing well. Sandtrax, yeah. You get an entry on it? Yeah, I know. That would be crazy. Mouse like. Let's go, Coke Zero. Shout out to PSG. Much love. Shout out to CoinWise. Check out these sick indicators. We have value areas. We have single prints on trading view. We have open interest, net longs and shorts. We got CVD and anything else that we might want. Relative volume. Exclamation CoinWise. I think they still have some of those trials left. Give them a shot. This juice. They got some really juicy shit coming out too. So stay tuned. Give them a look. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Exclamation merch if you want to be juicing up like the rest of the Lions and showing your pride. Let's go. Yeah, there's RSI right here. Shout out to Wayne. Good morning. How are you? Nico. Double Crypto James. Let's get it. Bobby Taxit Pedal. Shout outs to you. Thank you. Shout outs to Kimba AI. Hannah Montana. Let's go. Worst discipline is better. He's always calling me that. Let's go. Yeah, that was from like Nerd Out #1, I think. Yeah. ADHD is crazy bad. Take a look at Tao. Yeah. I'll move down the list. This is Bitcoin, by the way. I didn't change it. I was just showing all the different oscillators that are there. I'm gonna move down the list on the way to Tao. Nice recovery. And you know what? Aside from that liquidation, which I just need to turn that off real fast because you can't see anything. 840 was like an important level from like the past. Yeah, like way back in August. That was like the point of control of that little area. And then it reclaimed this as a bullish retest. Yeah, until Bitcoin like actually pulls back and it's not like a liquidation event. Yeah. Binance, you've insane. Let's see it on Coinbase. See, Coinbase that held. Yeah, that's something that you're like need to be aware of. Like, you see, aside from Binance, like where the spot is, like how deep it goes, and that makes a big difference for like coins that maybe have genuine interest or ones that are just held up by perps. Coinbase, it barely went below that 107 that we've been eyeing for months now for Bitcoin. Dot, who tried to get into some dot spot, and that's just like, I mean, that's a big sell-off. That's a big sell-off. But it held that level. Like, that was an important level for a long time. Am I not like thinking about dot right? That's crazy. Yeah, $3. Doge held it. Crow was crazy. And if you look at it on Binance, it swept all of that. Yeah, I saw it, J6. Sui on Coinbase, I had orders and I didn't get filled. Yeah, like, dude, it went down to like 50 cents and Coinbase it held $2. Hype was kind of the same. All the way to that $22 zone. Yeah, 20 bucks. That would have been nice. Soul. I saw 142, I think. Yeah, 141. Which is important. It cleaned a lot of those bad lows. And then Coinbase, you know, it held some of those bad lows that were there. I think. Oh, it did clean that one. And then made another bad low. Like, quit playing with me. Yeah, clean that. This is bad still. This is bad still. All that stuff. And that line right there, 144. All that stuff got cleaned on Binance, but they held this. And now the first place that we're like kind of pausing is in this box right here. And where did it open? Wait a minute. Yeah, just a 200 psychological level, I guess. Why did I have... Where's that line from? But that 193, 192 area from before... That is not looking as nice. And where did my 221 box go? I think this got moved or something. Is that on a different layout? You remember I had the 221 to like 210 box. It was like this for so long. And like... It was like there or something. I think it was like that. I can't do like the math on it. I don't know why it got messed up. But I did have another box. I don't remember deleting that one. But for this down here, this whole fixed range, you kind of like need to hold up inside the 193 area. You got bad highs. Bitcoin's pumping. ETH wants to clean the highs at least. It probably will go for the rest of the single prints. Near, I know some people that got filled on Near. That was pretty juice. Yeah, I went to like 120 or something on some of the exchanges. 150. Tal, that's looking good. Yeah, that's a good recovery. 25% and 30% in what, how long? A day? It's higher than it was. The fuck? Quit playing with me. I don't think anytime soon with how much got flushed out, but just start thinking about your low levels. Maybe we'll do an altcoin nerd out later this week, like a real one for if it happens again or something. Yeah, a lot of them, at least on perps, like really did what they needed to. But nobody got in. I guess that's kind of like what you want to see if you're bullish. Like, oh my god, it was so cheap. Like, I'll never get these prices again. Let's fucking buy it. You forget that Bitcoin's at like 115,000. Is that 115,000 after recovery and movement higher, or is it coming right off of all-time highs? Ding, ding, ding. First half hour of US session is closed. Tau looks pretty decent. Yeah, that bounce was strong yesterday. It cleaned up this. It went to like insane lows. I mean, all of that is bad if they keep running. That's all bad. And then change the angle. And then we clean this. That's an insane daily candle. It doesn't look like all that much here. That's an insane daily candle. $67%, $267. That's nuts. Check Ondo. I saw it on here a second ago. And clean that. It's pretty good. You probably get some resistance up here if it makes it. Those highs are bad. We charted Ondo like right at the early in September, I think, when I did the nerd out. Yeah. I'd probably shave somewhere between like 85 and 87 cents. Shave some. 84. Yeah, you might just get a clean of this, but those highs are all bad. That whole run down. Lows are now not very good aside from these two. Yeah, I gave you a chance. Friday night. And I'm talking about trades. I'm not talking about like you know, put this in the vault and never touch it again for the rest of your life. Yeah, shout outs to y'all. It's seriously Wiztard. Where did you shave at? That's a good entry. Yeah, Adam went to like 1 cent. Crazy. Okay, so yeah, and Crow. Crow went pretty deep. Now it's kind of like right underneath that area that we were like trying to hold. You know, like we need to get some like real pushing because a lot of coins are looking like bearish retests. I said it on Friday. I said it earlier in the week. It just needs to get up there. I'm not being negative. You lose a level and come back to the level and begin to sell back from it. Mind you, it is with decreasing volume. But just be aware that for it to continue going, you need to get back up and accepted in an area that was previous value. Low prices doesn't always mean a good price or a good deal. Dexter, XPL. Yeah. I'm just doing that. Ugh. I mean, it did what it needed to, but it's like, I guess it's holding that low. That's a new one, huh? This is not looking all that great, dude. But your first step is to, again, we just established value down here over the weekend. Your first step is to turn that value, like break from that and turn it into support. Yeah, there is very little in between here and there. Oh shit, this is index. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll look at, okay. Now we'll try that again. It didn't even have that listing low. That's a new one, huh? Those lows at value area low are terrible. Maybe you get something like that. Maybe you get a clean of this and, you know, it's like, I don't even want to like fib liquidation wicks on a brand new coin, but maybe you get somewhere like KIMBA box on that. You know, if it falls below here, mind that retest. It might go, you know, that's what, 20% below. It's bounced. And then breaking above, like claim your value area high and point of control. Let's get VWAP on here. I should have been having VWAP on there, but I just wanted to clean for the other thing that I wanted to do today. Who juicing Sato? Yeah, it's holding VWAP sort of. Don't lose it. Get above weekly, which is, wait, what? Oh, previous day VWAP. That's what I meant. Yeah, get above this. You got a gigantic single print above. There's no volume. If we like turn this into support, a fast move is possible. Yeah, even if it's just from, you know, the 50-cent range up to 60, 65 cents, that's a good move. You know, 15, 20%. A little more to 65 or that. But you know, like the new coins and the lower caps get hit harder on sell-offs. Ave. Okay, I'm gonna do that one, and then I'm gonna. Oh wait, I need to do Ave, AVAX. And I'll just like move my way down the chart. I think I removed Ave from my watch list. Yeah, that was messed up, but that $8 was important, and that's on perps. On Coinbase, I think I removed that one because I was like salty about the bear market. Yeah, $17 was another like important. $21 is a big level, and it held it and closed the weekly above it. It's under that. I mean, we broke down from that previous gigantic liquidation, whenever that was, that went down to like 26. We broke down from that level. that last flush that we had. Maybe it was there. I don't remember. You guys remember when that was? If I pull it up on here, you'll see it. Yeah, that's the one. 22nd of September. And then it held like a bunch of bad lows for like forever. That's so messed up. Yeah, I mean, and I saw it on Spot. Just like some of these Dino coins are like the older ones that have been around that just people have so much faith in. They held a lot better on the dump. ADA, XRP like actually held pretty well on coin or on Spot. 125. I mean, that was a big sell-off, and it's still underneath that support level. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like begin wrapping up, but I want to show you guys something. Oh, Abe. Wow. Who got filled? That's deep on Coinbase. That's deep. That was like 50%. That was a nice bounce. Even from here. Yeah, it's like a 25% bounce from Friday. Bad highs, but we still haven't even like really made it back up to here. Just that. That's September 22nd. Big cheers, Baratina. How are we doing? Waited all week for that news candle dump. For that one or for the other one? For the September 22nd or for Fridays? Yeah, you gotta love how they do that at like after market closes. Doing great, Dick Flex. How you doing? Uncapitalized. Good morning. Disaster? I almost wrote disaster. I checked it yesterday. I'm not in that. I mean, it lost. So that was Friday. It retested that 185 level almost to the pixel. That 185 level that we have been talking about for like forever. And that was previous week VWAP. Or something. Yeah, it was previous week VWAP when it hit it. So like you remember on Friday, like everything kind of pumped and then like it sold off in the afternoon. Yeah, and then it took out those lows that they couldn't take out before, these ones. And we were talking like, yeah, that's bad, but we broke structure and it had a nice run. Well, you know, we cleaned up a lot of this and got back pretty much back inside by the weekly close. Now we just got to get back up to like the 160. Yeah, kind of rejecting this. You need to get back up to the 160, 166 area. And Bitcoin's not doing you any favors right now. Yeah, the low was good though, so you have that. Maybe it pulls back to like the dollar area. If it like really sells off. That's one thing that everybody has going for them is if alts will be a little bit better. If you saw that Bitcoin dominance candle, that thing's funny. Like, dude, what is that? It looks like a shit coin. Alright, I'm gonna do one more thing and then wrap it up with like the summary. Yeah, I feel you, R-Blaze. Yeah, but I mean, you got to remember like how far it's come in such a short time. And if it's based on leverage or if it's based on people buying. You know, like anything can go up if like a bunch of people long it. Alright, here's our daily. And what I want to look at is over here. So who remembers that candle? Who remembers this one? And who remembers that one? Those were like $10,000 days. That was a big candle, like right off of the all-time high from back then. You know, it's Coinbase, so like Binance went to 110. But that was a big loss of the level from down through here. Big sell-off. Had a bounce, sold off more eventually after we like kind of retested that value. I'm not like foreshadowing or like predicting the future or anything. That was a break of an all-time high here. That was a break of an all-time high here. You get pullbacks. It's like it's natural to have a pullback off of it, or the market takes a breath. You know, higher, continuing higher, it happens as well. But you have to be prepared. That's why it's a good reason to take some profits off when you make all-time highs. That was a really heavy pullback. It was like 10K in like a few hours. One of the biggest ones, you know, because we had some big ones before in the 60K range, but like the first like super gnarly ones was in the 2021 market that I remember, and like the most kind of mindset shifting one that I experienced was I think it was December 3rd. December 3rd, December 4th. For context, all-time high, sold way off, another all-time high, all in like the span of 6 months. Took the all-time high, had a few like pretty good sell-offs, but right here it just could not get back above that level. It lost value, and there was so much liquidity built up. Once it began to lose that level, it just nuked so hard. That was one of the bigger liquidation events that I remember, and that was like a 4-hour candle. It like happened while I was at dinner or something, but it nuked like 20% in like 2 hours or something. Yeah, so maybe it doesn't look like it's all that much, but 10K, like we went 15K the other day, just in that one like heavy sell-off on some of the exchanges. And then Coinbase, the entire day was a $15,000 day. But, I mean, it wasn't the worst one. Like, the biggest move ever. It just was, like, pretty gnarly. So, in a bull market, there's a lot of leverage. We just flushed it. We got to see what the... kind of the indexes and everything is going to do. What was the climate like back then? And I don't mean the weather. Economically, were we having rate cuts? Were we about to have rate hikes? Where was S&P? S&P made its all-time high, 4,800 a month later from there. And Bitcoin never recovered. Well, it didn't recover for some time. Gap fill. Is that dip the tip? Is that dip the tip? Yeah, curvies. Yeah, that was insane. But I mean, if people aren't buying them, and if the exchanges are down, you can't buy it anyway. Who tried to like place orders and you like barely got filled or didn't get filled at all? It was nuts. Yeah, the FTX thing was pretty crazy, Thomas. Shout outs to you. Good morning, Bully Bear. J Sucks, how we doing? Catch away, boo boo, yeah. Shout outs to the exchanges. Hopefully, all of them, everything is seifu, and exclamation dashboard if you want to try your luck again, try your skills again, because it's all about skills, TA, preparation, math, data, levels, and risk management. What? Let's go, Coke Zero. You got filled on that. Oh, let's go. I think that you're juicing right now. I think you're juicing right now, dude. Yeah, I think if it goes back down there, it's going to take some time. It's not going to be like some big, like, crazy fast sell-off. They got to build a lot more up. Nice, JV. Let's go. Yeah, that's crazy. Shout outs to all the people that were like chasing it. That's where that shorter added. Yeah, there's shorters. Yeah, when you short the absolute fucking Pico bottom. Exclamation who juicing. So manipulative the first hour. The math is the math. What do you mean? It's like not doing anything. It's right at the open. It's testnet. Liminal. Liminal, you got any questions? I mean, we already said that there was like lower liquidity off of a news thing on Friday. And CPI this week, plus it's a bank holiday. We're not going to have like too big of expectations. Yeah, we'll just like let the levels be tested and see what happens. S&P gapped up. CME gap down on RTH. Bank holiday. Yeah, we got PPI this week as well. Exclamation dashboard for the full stream schedule. CPI, I think that it said in the Discord announcement or any of the other announcements that I was coming on at 9. I'm going to come on at 8:15 on Wednesday, as long as the team is ready for me. I'm going to come in so we can watch the numbers together. Sound good? Yeah, exclamation dashboard. Get your UIDs in. Maybe some giveaways coming up. Link average 1243. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely like about to call it. It's manipulation. Like test net. Nice. Wait, where did you get... That was on perps, huh? JV? That's juice. Exclamation YouTube. Exclamation Discord. Best Discord community on earth. Yeah, you got like below where Spot even went. That's juice. Yeah, but then now it's like in that level. I don't know when we charted this, but I made that box. Exclamation CoinWise, juice indicators. Beautiful, beautiful. PSG stand up. Let's go, Buzzo. Shoutouts to Buzz. Shoutouts to Housty. Shoutouts to Cage. Let's get it. Great, great vibes yesterday. Holy shit, JV. That's juice. Yeah, I need to put some stink bids in on the exchanges. Let's get it. Oh man, Afna Gunka. Did it work out? It kind of ran. Did it work out for you though? Hope it all is well. Jay Becker, Inky, let's go. Let's go. Let's see. You got the Pico top. Let's go, Afnagunka. I know, Latisse, especially as it's holding. Congrats. Happy. Shoutouts to you. Yeah, big thank you to Kimba. Big thank you to the entire team. Dev team, Cage, Housty, Buzz, Cyper, Chauncey, MGK. Some juice coming. There's some juice coming. Shoutouts to Tiggy, Coin Nerd. Shoutouts to the entire team. Shoutouts to Gypsy. Shoutouts to PSG. Shoutouts to Coke Zero. Shoutouts to Burbeezy. Kimba AI. Happy 420. Big cheers to all the OGs, all the veterans, all the hard workers. We are gonna change our lives. Let's go, Ludo. Let's go, El Coyo. Yeah, big welcome to all the new Lions in the community. Let's go, Baratina. 12 months? I missed that one. Let's go. Let's go. Gypsy, shout out to you, brother. Crispy, Cytilix, Calling Noob, shout out to Calling Noob. Natero, Pipeline, Damon. Yeah. Estimation dashboard. We got talent shows this week. We got CPI this week. We got PPI. We got all kinds of fun things. 1370 Juice. Jay Becker. Glitch. Nitrogen. Jamaica. Be safe. I'll be back again. Yeah, big cheers. We got it's real talent shows this week. Exclamation talent show. Maybe you can still get submissions in. If not, you'll get it in for the next one. But they're so much fun. They're so much fun. So make sure that you're there. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Yeah, exclamation dashboard. Check out the tools. Check out the exchanges. Make sure you get UIDs in to make sure that you are eligible for the giveaways. If you want to get some dope merch, exclamation merch. And if you want some amazing indicators and a lot of other things coming, make sure that you type in exclamation coinwise. Let's go. Much love to you all, Lions. Big cheers, Leo. Husty. Big cheers to YouTube. J Sucks, Thomas. Kimba AI, Bobby Toxic Pedals, Dick Flex. He reaving. I'm not crying, you crying. Yeah. Yeah. Natero, y'all be safe. Be safe. Big cheers. Yeah, pull back to the 111. It's not that bad, but you kind of want to hold that 113.6. Yeah, we keep retesting it. Maybe it sweeps it and just like a little clean right there. These lows are bad. Binance didn't even sweep it. What? What pair is this? Is that Binance US? I was so far down my list. Yeah, like 112. That's like a... It fills the inefficiency. These highs are bad, but we're like underneath somewhere that we need to be. Yeah, big cheers, Lux Slayer. Juice up on that gold. Lua Bambua. Asi. Yine Legs. Jupiter. Shishibui. Latisse. Let's go. Yeah, Wiztard. Yeah. Things are pretty crazy for me. It's hard to juggle everything. Thanks, you too. Maybe Band-Aid juice up. I know you will. Yeah, Kirby's. Activate it. Yeah, that was for real the other day, wasn't it? Yeah, dude. Yes, sir, Liminal. Yeah, Omar's. Big cheers. Big cheers. Yep, y'all have a great day. I'm like kind of running out the song because I really like it. I know, Kirby's. I would love to be able to stay for longer. There was something that is happening on this Friday. Oh no, I have like a thing that I'm supposed to go to. I'm actually supposed to be at like a thing at 9 or 10 o'clock like every day, and I'm grinding it out with the Lions. Yeah, let's go, Inky. Big cheers. Nico, big cheers. Y'all Lions have a wonderful day. Happy Monday. After Monday, there's Tuesday. After Tuesday, there's Wednesday. Next level is if we break 115. If we break 114.7, 114.8 is coming next. If we lose 113.7, 113.6 is coming next. So give a heads up if you TP on Friday to take the misses out. Yeah. Yeah. you know, a lot of people TP'd on Friday. Big cheers, y'all. Much love. Latisse, have a great day. Making it back bit by bit. Getting better bit by bit. Juice up, y'all. Much love, JV, Natero, Latisse, Dick Flex, Wiztard. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Juice! Juice, 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 juice. Bugatti, Bugatti, Bugatti. It's gotta be testnet. It's too easy. YouTuber busy. YouTuber busy. Kimba gang. Exclamation Discord. Exclamation dashboard. Exclamation CoinWise. Let's go. If you don't use a stop loss.
It's Mandalo.
Mandalo, it's nerd out time!
Ha 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 ha. That was the intro. If you don't use a stop loss, they're gonna slap the shit out of you. Let's go. Have a great day, y'all.
Class in session, lines pay attention. Professor Mandalo, juice is the lesson. Charts don't lie, numbers show the way. KIMBA gang minds turn data to the pay. Grab your notebooks, mark your lines. Patience in the jungle is how we shine. Knowledge is power, math is the key. Every young line gon' learn from me. If lines can't do it, homie, it can't be done. Work, sweat, and grind, the journey's just begun. I'ma elevate the game, show you how it's won. Prepare with the wisdom lines, trades gon' run. Pressure in the candles, the market makers is frontin'. We see through they scandals, price is the box and we puntin'. Bugatti money focus, flexing on my mind.